Don't seem like the best idea.
Yeah.
Just stop waving it around. It ain't funny. No.
Relax.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
Genuinely, even though I watch a ton of hockey for a lot of different teams, other than the Winnipeg Jets, I don't really get mad when the team loses, you know? I don't have that much emotional attachment to these teams. I just love watching hockey, and I like the players on them, right? For me, my team is Winnipeg. When I get angry at a loss, it's because my team, the Jets, or any other team in sports that I follow, lost in a really bad fashion, and that's why I get angry. This is a very rare occasion, ladies and gentlemen, because I am just through the roof on how the Canadiens did this to themselves tonight, because they shot themselves in the foot. I have never seen a team, actually that's not true, I have, but just in recent memory, to see a team shoot themselves in the foot in the Stanley Cup Final in a game where you were so dominant on every area. Like, let's be real, the Habs outplayed the Lightning almost this entire game. You know why the Lightning won? Because the Lightning were able to take advantage of horrid turnovers. Good God, Montreal. Like I know your defense isn't the best, and your defense has issues at times, but come on. Before we get any further into this video, make sure to subscribe regardless of the team that you root for. We are a channel that hate no fan bases and no teams. I just like to watch hockey, even though this is a Winnipeg Jet themed channel. Welcome to my channel, and this is just a place where I like to talk hockey. So if you like to hear my thoughts and you agree with me, and you just want to show some support for the channel, definitely consider dropping a subscription. Also check out all of my associated links down in the description as well. But moving on from that, Joel Edmundson coming back into the lineup. I said in my series preview, how important Joel Edmundson was. I thought him being out really showed in that game one, and let me tell you, I love Joel Edmundson in this game. He looked fantastic. That fourth line and bottom six honestly just looked rejuvenated. The penalty kill looked great at times. Joel Edmundson is just this weird utility tool that I think that just brings so much to a team. Like, honestly, even though the Jets have a lot of guys, and even guys like Brandon Tanev, Armia that have left, I still miss them and think they're fantastic players, and it shows why. Look at Brandon Tanev in Pittsburgh, and look at Armia so far since that trade in Montreal. Armia's just been a gem for the Canadiens, and you guys are lucky that all you had to do was take on literally like a year of Steve Mason, and he never even played for you, and I think he retired, so enjoy Armia for free. Point being, though, getting him back is huge. He really rejuvenated this lineup. I felt like they had a lot more speed, and that's just the whole narrative of this entire game. Montreal just looked completely dominant from puck drop to the end, and I'm being serious. Like, yeah, they lost the game, but Montreal deserved to win this game. They played a dominant game, and the reason they lost is because they shot themselves in the foot with horrid turnovers. Like, when you are Montreal and you outshoot the Lightning by 20, shots 43-23. You outshoot them by 20. You win them all. You have the better face-off percentage. You have a penalty kill that shuts them out on 3 attempts. And your power play is able to get you a goal. The only categories you don't lead in for, you know, basic stats, even though every Sportsnet channel is going to call them advanced for who knows what reason. Point being, the only stats that you didn't lead in were hits, where it was 36-40 in favor of the Lightning, blocks, which was 14-10 in favor of the Lightning, and that's it. And even then, that's very close margin for stats that can be game-changing, but in reality are just stats that fill up the sheet as the game goes on. It's just stuff that happens depending on how you play the game and how many opportunities you have to block a shot or lay a hit and so on and so forth. Point being, like, I don't even know what to say. I'm genuinely upset at the Habs. Like, you are here in the Cup Final. You have beaten every odds. You beat the Leafs after being down 3-1. You swept the Jets. You fought Vegas to 6 games. And now what? You're looking like you could go out in 4. And I come on. Like, you are such a better team than this. And it showed in tonight. Look at what I said in my first game recap compared to Game 1 and this game. They had fixed so many of those problems that were in Game 1. They looked much sharper. They looked faster. The defense, even though they caused the turnovers, point being, the defense did look more stable tonight. I thought the defense was very weak in Game 1. It was stronger here, but unfortunately, it wasn't strong in the moments that mattered where the Lightning were able to come in and score. And it's just so frustrating to me, because the Habs should have won this game. It should be 1-1. The Lightning, they weren't even, like if you're thinking I'm clowning on the Lightning, take a look at yourself in the mirror, honestly. Did you think the Lightning had a fantastic game? If the Lightning had sloppy passing, didn't look like themselves, even though they still had a dominant performance in Game 1, and in this game, in Game 2, they come out and they don't look as dominant, they only really got the lead off of freaking bad turnovers, and you're outshot and everything, and the only thing that could really make the argument that kept the Lightning why they won this game as well is Andrei Vasilevskiy being a god. Andrei Vasilevskiy was fantastic tonight, absolute amazing performance from him, And it was fantastic to watch him play like that. It was absolutely fantastic. And I felt bad for Carey Price because no matter what was happening at that point, once that freaking Blake Coleman goal went in the second period, or like the last 0.3 of the second period, the momentum was gone. The Habs were dominant. Suzuki comes in, ties it. They've got 10 minutes left. They're looking great. That last 10 minutes after the Suzuki goal, they owned the second period. The first period was just really good hockey back and forth. But the second period, that's when you saw the Habs really settle in and take control. Habs looked dominant for that entire last 10 minutes of the second period until 0.3 seconds. Literally 0.3. And then you have a brutal turnover. Brutal turnover on a bad breakdown from Sherratt and Weber, where they're just on the right places. Coleman's able to put a tip pass way right around freaking Sherratt, get past him, just so frustrating to watch. Like 0.3 seconds after you have a dominant first period, after you look so good in every area, and then you do that. You throw Price under the bus. Like, there's nothing he can do there. Just so frustrating to me, man. Like, the Habs, they had this game. They were so good, and yet you lost it because you just couldn't. You just made bad plays, bad hockey plays that cost it. I mean, they haven't gotten to the worst one, because let's be real, the third period was pretty damn awesome too. It was great, close hockey. Habs looked like they could come back and get a goal and make it 2-2 anytime. Like, anytime the Habs were dominant, flying, getting so many shots on Vasilevskiy. They looked great. Absolutely great. And then what happens? What happens? Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen. You get a freaking turnover. Again. In your own end. Right near the goalie. With less than 3 minutes left. I'm like an Italian. I'm not even Italian. How do you do that? Edmundson, what's wrong with you? Like, it's just bad luck. I know. Oh, bad banks. It was a bad angle. He didn't get enough power on it. Blah, blah, blah. He didn't even look. Watch him make that play again. He throws it around expecting his partner to be there. Bad amateur play in the Cup Final when you're down 1-0 in Game 2. At this point, don't forget, they were only down by a goal with a minute left. And then what happens? Ondrej Palat. God damn it, man. Like, this is just frustrating as all hell. Like, what else do you need to say? Like, I actually feel so bad for Habs fans. Your team looked great. You improved. You got better. You outplayed the Lightning. Like, you did. Lightning fans, I'm sorry, but, like, come on. You're going to tell me this is the best Lightning squad that your team has ever put on the... No. This is not the Lightning that we usually see. They weren't that sharp tonight. They won the game, but they won it because they were able to get great opportunistic scoring off of really bad turnovers in their own zone, mind you, every time from the Habs. Like, how are you going to do that? How are you going to... The Habs now are going back to Montreal. They're down 2-0, not looking good. Even though they played a great game, you have to win games like this. These are the games that swing series in a different direction. Like, if you win this game, completely different. 1-1, going back to Montreal, 2 games at home with fans. I know it's only like 3,500. Point being, that's huge for the Habs. It's huge for the Habs to tie it up, split the series with the Cup defending champions in Tampa. And then you do that. Like, come on. Like, I'm actually mad because, like, how? You should have won this game. The Lightning weren't even on top of their game tonight, and you outplayed them for almost from puck drop until the buzzer. And yet you still lose because you just can't make you can't make turnovers like that at the Cup Final level, especially against an offensive dynamite team like the Lightning. Did you actually think that they weren't make those, like... I'm done talking about this. Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comment section below. I'm very curious, Habs fans, how are you feeling after that? Are you as mad as I am? Do you think your team played as good as I think they did? Because personally, I thought the Habs haven't looked that bad in Game 1. They definitely improved in Game 2, and they should have won. It should be 1-1. So don't panic just yet, because your team is still playing good, but you gotta win games like this. And if it comes down to you guys losing in 5 or 6, this is what is the nail in the coffin. Hell, if you lose in 4 and it's a sweep, God forbid, knock on wood, point being, end of the line for Canada right there. Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe regardless of the team that you root for. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace, love, and positivity to all you beautiful people out there, regardless to where you are in the world. Enjoy the rest of your day, like I said, if you even can, Habs fans, after this point. Let me know your thoughts, subscribe, all that jazz as usual, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Jake from Peg City Hockey. Hope you enjoyed the video, and bye-bye.